Hello, hello, hello to you, you, and you, and you, and you. And oh, who's in the back? Oh, yeah, you back there. I'm just messing around. What's up, everybody? It's Jared with Heat Press Nation, and I am super excited to have you here for another episode of Heat Press Nation live. Yes, believe it or not, we are live. This is not like pre-recorded or nothing. If you see me burn myself today, you'll know that it wasn't rehearsed. It is live. It's the magic of live production, right? Super excited to be here. Really quick, before we dive any deeper, I gotta let you know, every week, those of you guys who watch us every week, welcome back. Thank you. You guys already know, but for those who don't, right up here, somewhere's right about there, there is a coupon code. Now, this is a flash discount. And what does that mean? It means that we love you. It means that we love all of our live viewers, and every week, as a special treat to our live viewers, we have a flash sale, a flash discount, but you gotta use this coupon code. So the coupon code is LUCKY, L-U-C-K-Y, LUCKY. You see it, it's right here, and that's gonna get you 10% off of all the Sublimation blanks and the Craft Pro mug and tumbler press. So actually, I think I have my buddy here. Are you here, Chris?
I'm right here, Jared.
Okay, yeah, oh good, Chris is here. Chris, why don't you show them the mug press that's on sale right now?
All right, so we have,
Yeah.
this is,
Right, that's the, I mean, Chris is still new on here. That's the Craft Pro. It's my second week.
Yeah, come on.
It's the Craft Pro mug and tumbler press. That's gonna be on sale. All of the Sublimation blanks that you see here, with the exception of, I think, t-shirts. T-shirts are like the only thing we don't sell right now. But everything else that you see here today, Chris is gonna be showing us some really cool stuff. So make sure you stay tuned for that. He's gonna be showing that stuff off in a minute. But if you wanna purchase any of this, 10% off using this code. Now here's the catch, right? This is a flash sale, so that means that it's gone in a flash. So once this live stream episode is over, the code is no longer valid. So yes, that code is only valid while we're live. So you have about, what, 40 minutes, I'd say, right? We'll try.
Somewhat around there.
We'll try stretch it out. We'll give you some time. We love you. We want you to be able to take advantage of this discount. So yeah, right there. Now, if you want to be notified anytime we have like special events, promos, sales, things like that, make sure you shoot a text to us. You're going to want to send the word HEAT, H-E-A-T, and you're going to text that to 31592. Once again, that's HEAT, H-E-A-T. You're going to text that to 31592. And as always, I got Chris over here, my co-host. He has all of our comments. Shout outs. Chris, who's tuning in today, man?
Shout out to Melissa. Shout out to Colleen Thomas. Shout out to Chris.
Hi, Chris.
My twin. Shout out to Helen.
Hi, Helen.
Shout out to Penelope.
Hi,
Shout out to
Penelope.
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Rosalind.
Hi, Rosalind.
Pamela.
Am I being annoying?
Daphne and Mia.
Hi, Daphne. I'm just echoing everything he says. Like,
I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's cool. That's cool. So glad to have everybody tuning in today. We're gonna cut over to Chris in just a second because he has all of our blanks. Today is a really exciting episode. It's part of our monthly kind of forecast where we look into the future and we see what's coming up, what holidays are coming up, what should you be prepping for, and hopefully we have some cool ideas that you can incorporate into your business. So we're gonna get to that in just a minute. I have one thing that I'm forgetting. I know I'm forgetting something.
What are you forgetting?
We have a giveaway. That's what I'm forgetting. Yes, there is a giveaway. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the episode and we'll get you that info. All right, so Chris, really quick, he's just gonna kind of show off some stuff. We're gonna be tag teaming these demos today. Chris, why don't you tell us what we're working with?
So today we have frosted stein glasses, right?
Yes, yes.
For the most part, these are going to be all sublimation.
Yeah.
Right? All right, we have our coasters.
Very cool.
We have, these are like zip up bottle coolers.
Yeah, like insulated. I think they keep your drinks cold.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
keep your drinks cold.
They're pretty cute.
We have sublimated t-shirts, and then we have drawstring bags for each.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna grab this because this is just calling
Go
my
ahead.
name. Wait, sorry. There we go. This is cool. So this is, should we do this first? It's just like screaming to me. I feel like it wants to be pressed.
Let's do it, yeah.
It's asking for it. Yeah, so this is really cool. This is actually Also on sale, this is 10% off right now. This is our Sublicraft drawstring backpack. Now, when you get it, the strings, you're gonna, of course, tie them through this loop. They don't come like that because you gotta press it. But here's something that we kind of just found out today is this is the back, and this is that cool, you see that? Yeah, yeah. Let me put it back. Look at this, huh? This is super, super cool. And this, what we were kind of thinking is you could use this bag to give to your kids as they go and they search for eggs. They could put all their eggs in their special Easter sparkly bag. And what's also cool for an extra level of customization is you can also customize the other side. We kind of did this just as a test. We weren't sure if it was gonna work. So we used the exact same graphic front and back. But dude, it really, really came out cool. So we're really big fans. The back, of course, is like a polyester type of really soft. It's actually a really nice, like kind of lush material. It feels really good. And here we go. And I'm gonna tie it real quick. So Chris is prepping the transfer for me right now. So let's go ahead. While he does that, I'm gonna tie one side if I can. Of course, I did this really quick when we were not on camera. And I'm gonna make myself look super dumb on camera. So instead, I'm just gonna tie it up. Oh, what do you know? The transfer is ready. Oh, no time.
Yeah,
no time for this. All right, let me show you guys exactly how this works. Come on over. All right, so we're here. We are on our HPN Signature Pro 16 by 24. Yes, indeed. We got the big kahuna on deck today. Now, by the way, if you're just tuning in, I want to thank you for joining us here at Heat Press Nation Live. We do this every week, and it's really fun showing off lots of cool products. You can see here that the drawstrings are tucked inside when you first get it, so make sure you pull those out. And because the draw area is a little bit thicker than the rest of the bag, yeah, it's gonna be nice, and you're gonna want this hanging off. So yeah, if you're just tuning in, thank you so much, by the way. This is Heat Press Nation Live, where we go through lots of different things. We're gonna show off some cool demos. We have some cool products over here. Chris is, well, in a second, he'll be showing those off. And another thing, we have giveaways every week. This week, we're gonna be giving away a really cool prize pack. And then we also have a flash discount code. Now, I just talked about it right now, but again, if you're kind of just joining in, check this out. Use the code LUCKY, that's LUCKY, and you're gonna get 10% off of all Sublimation blanks. And that really cute, we got two cuties on the table over there. We got one in a pink sweater and then one in mint. That's the Craft Pro mug and tumbler press right there. There we go, that one's 10% off right now when you use the code LUCKY, but this is a flash sale. So what does that mean? It's over in a flash. This discount code is only valid while we're live. And you got about another 40 minutes or so, maybe-ish. We're gonna give him some time, Chris.
Yeah, about like 30, 40.
About 30,
40
40.
to 50.
What are you feeling? Should we go for like 2 hours? They can have Nah, not 2 hours. I can't talk for 2 hours.
If it runs out, it runs out.
It runs out. All right, you guys, you heard the man. If it runs out, it runs out. All right, so we're gonna pick back up on this demo. So check this out right here. Now, one thing I love about these, and you saw it, this is the cool like little mermaid kind of sequin type thing. So first of all, you're gonna wanna make sure your sequins are all pointing in the same direction. You could press both sides. We're just gonna press the white side because that's where it looks the best. So you can see I have my transfer. Now this is kind of massive. I wanna say we printed this from like 13 by 19, 11 by 17, something like this. Yeah, these are gigantic. And when you have a Sawgrass SG-1000, you can totally do that. No one's gonna stop you. But if you don't, no worries. If you look at the way that this is done, you could easily do this same graphic on like two pieces of 8.5 by 11. So don't worry, just because you don't have the same big gigantic heat press as us, doesn't mean that you can't do really cool projects like this. So it's this simple, by the way. Now, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loosen up my pressure just a hair. The cool thing about sublimation is you don't really need heavy pressure. So we were testing out a bunch of stuff earlier, so I know exactly where my pressure is at. And as you can see right now, it's not gonna be a lot of pressure at all. By the way, my temperature is 385 degrees. My timer is set to 60 seconds. And this is about to be really, really cool. If you have any questions at all about anything that we're talking about today, you have questions about the blanks or anything, you could always put a comment below. Chris is gonna answer some, or he's gonna pull up some questions right now. And we also have Ronnie, who you don't see on camera, but she answers like all the questions. Really, really good stuff. Want to give a big shout out to her for helping with the production of this episode and answering our questions. We got any questions, Chris? We got like 30 seconds left.
Yeah, we do. So I have one from John.
Cool.
Right? He's asking, I'm in debate between 15 by 15 and 16 by 20. Which one should he get?
That is a great, great question. So I'm gonna answer that while we open up this, we got like 15 seconds. So to me, this shirt you're seeing right here, this is a triple extra large t-shirt. This is a big boys t-shirt. I really like having a 16 by 20 when I'm pressing larger t-shirts because, let's open this up and I'll keep talking. So as you're gonna see in a little bit, because we are gonna be pressing a t-shirt a little bit later, you have to center your shirt with the bottom plate of your heat press. I'm gonna carefully remove this parchment paper. I don't want this transfer to shift. That's what causes ghosting. So I'm gonna let it cool for a quick second, but then really, I'm just gonna pull it up and off. And look how amazing that is. Don't worry, I didn't forget your question. Time is of the essence with these ones. Look at how cool that is. Geez, these colors look absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna hand this over to Chris so he could show it off to camera.
Thank you.
And then really quick, so to summarize, yeah, oops, look at that. So while you guys are looking at that, yeah, to summarize, you have to center your t-shirt with the bottom plate of the heat press. So what I've noticed is when I'm working with bigger shirts like this XXX t-shirt, it's just easier to center a big shirt on a big press. It's just the way it is. Not impossible. I've done XXX shirts I actually did it for one video, I did it on a 9x12. It's totally possible to do that. This transfer would fit on a 9x12, but because there's so much fabric hanging off the edge of the bottom plate, it's a little cumbersome, it's a little tedious, and it's a little bit harder to align. So just for the sake of efficiency, I say if you're doing bigger garments, go for the bigger press. Now, part 2 of that, and I'm gonna hurry up, is big graphics. So if you're doing 11 by 17 inch photo prints, you have to go 16 by 20. You can't double press it. You can't press half on at once and then move it over and press the other half. You can't do that with single images. So definitely want to use the 16 by 20 if you have oversized garments or oversized graphics. Okay, dude, that looked absolutely fantastic. We've got any more questions or any comments about our really cool sequin baggy bag?
Let's see. We have some comments saying they'll be really good for cheerleading bags, dance bags.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
They even said it would be good to hold heels in during a pub crawl. First St. Patty's Day, right? So,
dude, that is so funny. See, like, that's why I love you guys. Like, so much creativity out there. I would have never thought about any of that. So, super cool. All right, Chris, what's up? What's next? What do we got on deck?
So we have the zipper tumbler coolers that keep your drinks cool. They're insulated. And then we have like a shamrock leopard print for them.
That's pretty cool. I thought it was leopard at first. I didn't notice the shamrock.
Yeah, very festive, right?
Yeah. All right, we're gonna want to prep those. Oh, me prep? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. So maybe we can just go overhead for this one. Where am I? Yeah, okay, perfect. So here's what we're gonna do. Chris is gonna get comments and then he's gonna teamwork to make the dream work, guys. So you see this template that we have. By the way, you could download this template at heatpressnation.com. Super easy. You're gonna make sure that your print fills out the entire template. And then you just look, alley-oop right there. See, I centered it and Chris is gonna tape it.
Thank you.
And it's that easy. And then we're done. Yeah. If you missed it, you missed it. Don't worry, we're gonna have to do it again for the other side. But yeah, it's that. Oh, well, hold on. Oopsie. I know some of you guys get upset when I tear the paper like that because it's so loud, and I am sorry. I just bad habit. Yes, sir.
Carlotta Gray is wondering which sublimation printer do you recommend? The 500, the 1000?
Oh man, that is such a good question. Okay, let me press this one and then I'll answer that question. So, you see here it's aligned. All we're gonna do is we're just gonna flip it over. Right there, you're gonna want the ink side up. We're gonna cover ears, guys. There we go. You always, whenever you're doing flat sublimation, you always want to make sure that it's sandwiched between two sheets. Pick that up later. Between two sheets of parchment. We're going to use the exact same settings, 385, 60 seconds. And because of the thickness of this, it should go at the same pressure setting as my, nope, this is actually a little bit thicker. So I'm going to loosen this up a little bit, a couple turns, and there we go. I'm going to reset my timer. There we go. All right, so I got 60 seconds to answer that question. I say if you can afford the investment, go for the SG-1000. And here's why. You just have a bigger variety of items that you can customize, larger sizes, and then if you want, you can also just gang up multiple prints on a large sheet. Now, that being said, there are a lot of projects that just, you don't need that big of a print. You really don't. So if you're pretty set on what you're gonna be offering, like let's say you're gonna be doing just coffee mugs, like, hey, look, I have a really dope mug business. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do coffee mugs and coasters. You don't need a big printer for that. You're never gonna need a big printer for that. You can get that done with your 8.5 by 11. So that's really what it is. It's if you know exactly what you're gonna need, and you know you could fit it on 8.5 by 11 or 8.5 by 14. Because remember, the SG-500 does print up to 8.5 by 14. Let's open this up. Now this one you are gonna wanna peel kind of fast because it does curl. You're gonna wanna get your tortilla fingers ready and just peel it right away. That's due to the curling of this. It kind of like bubbles. It doesn't lay perfectly flat. Another way you could solve that is with more heat tape. So if you're finding that the curling is causing your image to ghost a little bit, or you're getting undesirable results, you could just tape it in more sections to keep it in place. But I think this looks really good. Another thing you can do is use adhesive spray on the transfer, and then that'll just have it stick so it doesn't like curl and bend and whatever. But look at this. Now, that is hot. So I'm gonna hold it, touching as little of it as possible. And let's see if we can get that in the light on this camera. No, let's see, we're right here, All right, here, bring your fingers for me. Just kidding, it's really hot. Don't touch the metal ring. Is it hot? Yeah, I just told you.
I know. Curiosity killed the cat, right?
Dude, that is hilarious. Check that out. I think that looks pretty dope, dude.
It does look really good. The colors are very vibrant.
Yeah, that's looking good, And then all you would do to press the other side is you would just repeat the exact same steps. There's no special whatever for either side. You're just gonna, I'll pick that up later. You're just gonna use the exact same steps for that. We got a lot of blanks to press, so we're not gonna do the other side of it right now. We're gonna move on to our next project, and this is gonna be a learning experience. Oh, no. We got one more. We got the coasters.
We do have the coasters.
We were gonna have, I was ready to bring Chris. Chris is ready, he's ready to shine, but not time yet. By the way, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to put them in the chat. Chris, we got any questions lined up for me?
Let's see.
Anything cool? Anyone crazy? Do we have any crazies in the chat today? Don't get crazy. That wasn't an encouragement, guys.
Okay. Oh, Muzz Crafting Shed is wondering, does the Empress have a pull-out bottom platen?
No. So if you're shopping at heatpressnation.com, there are 3 presses with a pull-out drawer. We call it the pull-out drawer, slide-out bottom platen, whatever. It's all the exact same thing, which is this feature right here. This is the Knuckle Saver, ladies and gentlemen. There are 3 presses. The Craft Pro clamshells will have it. The Signature Series clamshells will have it. And then the Stahl's Hotronix Fusion IQ 16 by 20 will have that feature. Those are the only 3 lines or styles of heat presses that are going to have the slide-out drawer when you're shopping at Heat Press Nation. So Craft Pro is a very affordable line. I love those things. They're very durable heat presses, super solid. Great if you're just starting off your business. And then Signature Series is kind of like our more pro, I don't want to say prosumer, like there's lots of businesses that run their whole business off a Signature Series, myself included. I've had my Signature Series 16 by 20 auto open for almost 7 years now. So I love that machine, solid. And then of course, if you want to get a Cadillac, Stahl's Fusion IQ, also gonna have slide out bottom plate. All right, Chris, why don't you show us that cool coaster you got there, man?
So we have this vintage kind of design. It says, let's get lucked up. Kind of the theme.
I didn't
right?
read that. I at first that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it said.
All right, so I'm gonna start by pulling off the plastic film.
Yeah, and by the way, if you don't peel off the plastic film, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna ruin the blank. Alrighty, so what are you doing right now? You are...
I'm getting this centering properly and making sure the bleed goes all the way around. Okay.
Very cool.
And then I'm just gonna tape it down just so it stays while it's being press.
So as you guys can see, the only thing we're not showing you on camera is the print. These ones, we did print everything on our SG-1000, but the cool thing about smaller items like the bottle sleeve thingy, and then like these coasters, and like all the other stuff we're doing here, except for the big cloth items, like this is done on 8.5 by 11. You guys can get this done with your SG-500. So yeah, super cool stuff. Thank you, sir.
Of course.
And yeah, so we're gonna bring it back over here. Oops. I keep using parchment, so. Here's another thing you can do if you're like in a hurry, just tear one sheet, fold it in half. And so now we're gonna put this, we're gonna do, first I do like this.
Aaron is asking if you have to peel it right away or if you can wait a little bit before you peel.
For this one, you could give it I usually like to wait like 30 seconds before I peel. The reason why I peeled that bottle sleeve early is because it was starting to curl and it was causing the transfer to shift on the surface, and I didn't want any ghosting, so that's why I did that. So here we go. This one's right here. I'm gonna go ahead and, oh nice, that worked out great. I couldn't remember if I needed to adjust the pressure, but it's funny. The pressure for the coaster is gonna actually be the same as the pressure for that bottle sleeve, the insulated bottle sleeve, so that's really cool. All right, 45 seconds left on the clock. What do we got going on? What do we got going on? Oh, I do wanna remind you, oops. Do want to remind you guys that there is a flash sale going on right now. When you use the code LUCKY, that's L-U-C-K-Y, LUCKY, as you see it on the top right of your screen, you're gonna get 10% off of all the sublimation blanks on our site and 10% off the Craft Pro mug and tumbler heat press. So make sure you head on over to Heat Press Nation right now. It's a flash sale because it's over in a flash. We got about 25 minutes left or so in this live stream episode. So you have about 20 minutes left, 25 minutes left to use that code. So yeah. Oh, and here we go.
While you're lifting that, Jared, Catherine is asking, do you suggest the clamshell or the swing away?
Okay, so when you're doing thick, rigid items like coasters, not like coasters, I'm sorry. We've done them in the past, like awards plaques or wood panels. For that, you need a swing away. I'm gonna let that just cool for a quick second before I peel it. As you can see, we're doing all this on a clamshell. You can do these things on a clamshell. But what we've noticed is when you get to anything thicker than these coasters, it's in your best interest to have a swing away. Because if you notice on this clamshell, it comes down at like an angle, right? So you see how the back kind of hits before the front? You see that there? So now, it's okay because it gets flat when it actually reaches the bottom. For thinner items, that's the way the machine's calibrated, it's the way it's designed. When you get to thicker items, again, we're talking like the 1/2 inch thick stuff, the back of the press will actually hit the back of the blank before it hits the front, resulting in uneven pressure possibly. So for thick, rigid items like wood photo panels, awards plaques, and things like that, for those we recommend a swing away. Anything else thinner, these coasters, t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, things like that, the clamshell is gonna work perfectly fine. All right, let's head on over, let's go back, let's get close, and you could flip it and peel it. Oh, that's hot, doggone it. But look at that here. I'm gonna hold this up and I'm gonna hand it to Chris in a second, but look at the colors on here. I know it looks like a little darker than it really is. Here in the studio, it's actually a really nice shade of like foresty, forest green. All right, here, that's for you. Grab the bottom one maybe, because it's hot. Hot, 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 hot. Dude, look at that. Aw, you make it look so nice.
Looks good.
Very cool, very cool. All right. So, Chris, are you ready for your time to shine?
You want to do the sign?
Oh, man, see, I keep getting ahead of myself. All right, let's head on over right now, and we're going to show you guys. Let me turn off this heat press really quick. Oh, no.
Oh, you want to do a shirt first, right?
Yeah, let's do a shirt first. Let's do a shirt first. So we don't usually, and this is going to be the case in a lot of your homes too. If you're running 2 heat press at the same time, make sure they're on different circuits, because if they're on the same one, you're going to trip your breaker. All right, so Chris is going to be making his demo debut. You ready, man?
Yes, time.
All right. So he's going to come on over with the t-shirt, and he's going to walk you through how to heat press a Sublimation t-shirt. You ready?
Of course. Do you have
Big
the lint roller by any chance?
I will get that for you. Yeah.
Sweet.
Boom. Take it away,
Okay.
good sir.
So I'm just gonna lay the shirt flat on the lower platen. Then I'm gonna stick a piece of parchment paper inside, correct? Inside
Yes, sir.
first. Okay.
Now, the reason why we do that, by the way, is when you're working with thinner sublimation shirts, you don't want the front graphic to bleed through into the back. So that's why we do that. So let's watch. Let's see. By the way, Chris, how fun is this process right here?
Oh, I love it. Just never gets stuck. It always goes through smoothly.
You're not blocking.
There we go.
Cammy's asking, does the Sawgrass SG500 print in gray? Yes, it does. It has a full CMYK color gamut. So there are definitely lots and lots and lots of shades of gray that it is capable of printing. Okay, and so you see him lint rolling it there. The reason why we lint roll is because if you don't, any lint on your shirt could possibly capture the sublimation dye. Because remember, sublimation dye turns into a gas. So it could pick up on that gas and it could re-imprint. So if you've ever seen, you have weird little hair looking speckles, little blue and red speckles on your sublimation garments or really any materials, that's what it is. So make sure if you're having that issue, just lint roll it. And that should take care of it. Okay, let's see.
All right. And then we're gonna give it a pre-press for 5 seconds, make sure everything's smooth.
Yes, sir. My boy Stevie Steve says, Chris, don't forget you're live. No mistakes.
Oh, man.
No pressure, right?
I'm already nervous as it is.
Oh, man.
Okay, and the pressure seems fine, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's the good thing about sublimation is you don't need heavy pressure. Oh, let me prep your transfer. I'm sorry.
thank you. Little roll reversal.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing I do want to tell you guys. Look, we're 100% transparent here. We use the heck out of our sublimation printers here. And we always say that Sawgrass is little to no maintenance, but every now and then you come across an issue where the Sawgrass does need maintenance. So our Sawgrass printer, one thing we noticed, and I don't think you could see it. Oh yeah, you probably cannot see it here on this print. One thing we noticed is that it's time for us to clean our belt and wheel. Every now and then, especially when you're printing like lots of heavy coverage, if it rolls through your printer and the ink isn't fully dry, the wheels can kind of pick up on that ink, re-imprint on future prints. So we were getting some ink wheel marks on some of these prints. And that just let us know that it was time to clean our Sawgrass printer. Not a big problem at all. If you have questions about it, you can always call us at 800-215-0894. Number will be on screen. Talk to our tech support. Let me correct myself. If you purchased from Heat Press Nation, you can talk to our tech support. It's one of the big benefits about getting your equipment from Heat Press Nation is that you have access to our tech support. We're open 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and then they can help you get that taken care of. So that's something that we had to do here in studio, and we just want to let you guys know because it happens to everybody. And that is why I trimmed off the top and bottom. There's no other reason. If I would have left that margin up there, it's not gonna leave any film on the garment. We just trimmed that because there were some print wheel marks that we had to eliminate. All right, there you go, buddy.
Thank you.
All righty.
All right. Print our design down. I'm gonna leave it like 3 fingers below the collar, or maybe 2. All right.
Yeah,
Center it up. And then we're gonna apply a layer of parchment paper because...
Yeah, because you don't.
Oh.
So you could trim it. I don't know if you want to tear it.
Oh, I was gonna tear it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Cover your ears. There we go. Yeah, so the parchment paper on top, as you guys know, or if you don't know, I should say, is just to make sure that none of that sublimation dye gets onto our actual heating platen. If it does, you could re-imprint on your future projects, and that's just ugly. There we go. All right, we got 60 seconds on the clock. I do got some questions here. Julia says, what design software for beginners? When you get a Sawgrass printer, you're gonna have access to Creative Studio. It's beautiful for beginners. It's super easy to use. There's lots of free graphics, fonts, backgrounds, all that stuff. So it's another reason why we love Sawgrass. So if you get a Sawgrass printer, you can go use Creative Studio to create your stuff super easy. If you don't have a Sawgrass printer, I say bite the bullet, get Photoshop. The reason for that is there are so many tutorials available on YouTube. We have a handful, but like honestly, there's like thousands of Photoshop tutorials. So it's a lot easier to get started with all of that support. So again, if you have Sawgrass, go to sawgrassinc.com/creative studio. If not, get Photoshop. There we go, Chris. There we go. And you see Chris is helping it open because we don't want this transfer to shift. We didn't tape it down or anything like that. So there we go.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Suki Jones asked that exact question. I didn't even see that. She says, how come you didn't tape it down? Because you don't have to if you're really careful. That's the short answer. If you're running into issues where you're seeing a lot of ghosting on your t-shirt transfers, go ahead, by all means, tape it down. But again, because usually like for time's sake, oh my gosh, that looks good.
What do we think? What do you think?
Let me show it off. Let me show it off, please, 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 please.
Right.
You had all the fun already.
Let me take off the parchment paper from the side. There you go.
Look at this, dude. Okay, look, that's an, look, let's be real. You're not gonna get colors this vibrant from anything. The camera does not do this justice. I'm gonna lay it flat so you can see it overhead. The camera is not doing this puppy justice. This looks really cool. These colors are super bold. And because we're sublimating on 100% polyester, it's gonna be super duper permanent. So these colors are not going anywhere. Oh, good, I think they could see the color wheel mark that I was talking about. No, you can't. It's not showing up on camera. Right here, I don't know if you see the little tiny smudging. A smoosh.
A little smudge.
A little smudge, a little smudgy smoosh. Do you see it? Can you see it from there?
I can see it from
there.
here.
You can see it from there?
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Chris is like 3-4 feet away.
Yeah, it's super blatant.
Okay, now you can see it. Okay. On camera, I don't think it's gonna show up. But anyways, this color wheel mark is what I was telling you about. If you ever see that in your prints, it's just time to give it a good little cleaning. That's really it. And that'll happen usually happens after a lot of use. We put our SG-1000 through its paces, I'm telling you. So Sawgrass printers, little to no maintenance, but occasionally, especially after you reach a certain point, you will have to do a little cleansy poo on it. I have a 7-month-old now, so everything is cleansy, little lunchy. I'm gonna check the commenties. So let's see. Chao Zhang is saying, can you reuse the same parchment paper to overlay on top of the artwork if the color didn't bleed through? You can, but I wouldn't, because you never know. Sometimes the color that bleeds through is just a little bit, but it's just enough to ruin your next print. Because parchment paper is so cheap and affordable, I say just use a new sheet every time. Christy's saying, will you be showing the Tumbler press before the flash sale ends? I really want it, but would like to see it in use before purchase. You know what? Your wish is my command. You got that one?
Yep, off.
Don't cross the streams. Let's do this. Okay. So, oh wait, you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
You can do it.
Okay, cool. All right.
I read the comments.
Oh, there you go. All right, so here, really quick, this is how we do this. Now, I don't have a Tumbler to show off today. We do have videos showing this machine with Tumbler, so you can go on our YouTube channel for that. But if you just want to see it in live action, here we go. Now I am pressing, look, St. Patrick's Day and Father's Day, make a killing with these. These are the 16-ounce frosted glass steins. Now I have, oh, here we go here. I'm gonna tip this over so you can see it. This is what we're making. This is the blank one that we're using right now. So it's really, really simple, just like how we did with everything else today. I'm just gonna get a little bit of heat tape, right? And I'm gonna put it on either edge, like so. You see that here? Gonna put a little heat tape on this side, a little heat tape on this side. Now I am gonna do a trick. I'm gonna show you guys. So get your heat tape, and at the very end, you're gonna wanna fold it over. I know it's hard to see, so just kind of use your imagination. But you're gonna fold the tip over, so that way you have a little handle to grab when it comes time to peel. So now I think it'll be better illustrated when I put it on there. So now when I put it on, like so, I'm gonna hope this is centered. Yeah, that's centered enough. There we go. All right, so now check this out. So now there's a little, where did it go? Oh, the little tab's right here. See that little dangly tab? That's gonna make it so much easier to peel.
Kind of like handlebars.
Like handlebar, yeah, there we go. So we're gonna do one on both sides. So you saw that right now. I'm gonna do it really quick. And Chris is gonna check. If you guys have any questions, Chris, just shout them out, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to A, your cues.
Are they washable?
Yes, you don't want to put these in the dishwasher because the frosted coating is a little bit sensitive to abrasion. So yeah, just gentle hand wash, warm water. Perfect.
Okay. What type of ink is being used?
Oh, that's a great question. We are using Sublimation ink. These were all printed in our Sawgrass SG1000 Sublimation printer with Sublijet UHD ink. All right, so let's get this. Actually, I'm gonna bring this over here. Give me just like 2 seconds, so that way we can see everything that's going on today. Dude, I'm not used to sitting. This is actually really comfy. I feel like I could do demos all day long.
It's nice, huh?
Dude, the chair is great, dude.
Life-changing.
Dude, why did I not think of a chair before? I'm so lazy. Like, I don't know how I didn't think of this. I guess lazy doesn't equal smart. All right, so we're gonna put it in. You're gonna make sure that your graphic is centered. Now, one thing I do want to tell you, actually, I'll show you right now. Let me get this pressing. There we go. Timer's started. We have like 4 minutes on the clock, 365 degrees. Let me talk about this really quick. Chris is gonna pull up your questions right now. But look, you always wanna keep your graphic above the base. Honestly, so as you see this imaginary line where the bottom of the handle is right here, keep your artwork above that line. I'll show you right here. Keep your artwork above the bottom handle, the bottom of the handle. The reason why is this base is so thick. It's like solid glass down here. Oh, and this is just a sticker, by the way. You could peel that off. It's solid glass right here, so it's not gonna heat up as fast as the body of the Stein. So because of that, any artwork down here is gonna take much, 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 much longer to sublimate because this takes so much longer to heat up. So if you were thinking about customizing the base, I would say just customize the base and you're gonna press that, you're gonna press the base for seriously like 6 to 8 minutes. Honestly, I don't recommend doing it at all because it's such a hassle. The body, however, you're gonna stick with the same settings, 365 degrees for 240 seconds. That's gonna give you a really, really nice graphic. Now you do see that it is slightly transparent. Oh good, my phone fits. Little iPhone mini action, right? So you see that it is slightly transparent. So it's not gonna appear as bold and as vibrant as what you might see on this. And I know some of you guys were asking about doing the other side. If we have time, we're gonna press the other side for you. It's the exact same thing. And heads up, I know we're gonna get this question. The seam is, there will be a slight white stripe on the stitched seam. Okay, back to the glass. Semi-transparent, so you're gonna see a little bit of see-through there. But in any case, it still looks fantastic. These make amazing Father's Day gifts. They're great for your, what is it? St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, yeah.
St. Patrick's Day party. All right, Chris is gonna ask some questions right now, but real quick, I gotta remind you, the sale is still going on. You could use the code LUCKY, that's LUCKY, to get 10% off of this machine that we're using right here, right now, the Craft Pro Mug and Tumbler Press. You're gonna get 10% off of all of our sublimation blanks. And yeah, all right. Hit me, Chris, hit me.
While you brought it up, how much longer is the discount code for?
Oh, dude, this episode's gonna be over in about 10 minutes or so.
10 minutes.
You guys got like 10 minutes. Put this in your cart right now, check out, because as soon as we're off the air, that code goes bye-bye. Now, here's the good thing. If you don't get a chance to save, or maybe you're not really interested in sublimation, come back next week. We're here live every Tuesday, 1 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to have a new giveaway. We're going to have a new flash code. What's wrong with my brain today? There's something wrong with my brain today.
Slow day. All it is.
Slow day.
Need more coffee.
There we go. I do need more coffee. All right, we got any other questions? We got like
Let's see.
40 seconds left.
Do we sell cases, or can we get the single frosted glass?
So this is only available in the case. I want to say it's like 18 or 24. You're going to want to double check online right now. Heat.press/frosted stein. Gonna go straight to it.
Let's see. Is it a different time for coffee mugs and tumblers? Because it is different materials.
Yes, that's a great question. So this one again, 365 degrees Fahrenheit, 240 seconds. If I was doing a ceramic coffee mug, I would press at 385 degrees Fahrenheit, 190 seconds. If I was doing a 20-ounce stainless steel tumbler, I would press it at a different time and temperature. I believe the tumblers go at 365 degrees, like 70 seconds, rotate another 70 seconds. I'm gonna scoot this over really quick, but I'm gonna leave that in frame so that way you guys know that I'm not like, it's not like on the cooking shows where they put something in the oven and they're like, oh, and this one is like already done. Like, no, we're gonna let that, we're gonna peel that right now. The reason why we don't peel immediately is because, again, ghosting, right? You can't see it. There's a little bit of like steam, is a little gas coming off the surface of this stein. Again, sublimation ink turns into a gas dye. And so as the dye is still hot, it's gonna come off the surface of the side of the stein. And if it's because it's standing vertically, that gas could re-imprint and leave little streaks as it travels up the side of the stein. So if you had the issue where you're noticing like an upward blur, an upward bleed, an upward just ugly, that's probably because you're peeling too soon. I would say let it sit for a few minutes, then peel it. When I'm doing production, like if I have a lot of mugs to do, I will not even peel it for like 5 minutes or more. You're not gonna hurt the transfer. As long as your time and temperature settings are correct, that should be just fine. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and peel right now. Let's, that's hot. Okay, here we go. So you see that little tab that I made earlier? Instead of having to scratch off on the surface of the mug, I can just grab this little tab. Boom.
Nice.
Oh, it's upside down. Sorry, people. It's hot, so I'm trying to be very careful. There we go. Look at that. All right, now let's do this one. And my little tab is right here. Having that there is, oh no, I lost it. There we go. Having that little tab right there is a game changer. Dude, look at, where am I? Look at that. And we're done. And that's, dude, it's that easy. This press is on sale, 10% off right now with the code LUCKY. It's gonna be on sale for about another, I don't know, we have a giveaway to do, right?
We do have a giveaway, but one more question.
We're gonna take some questions. Yeah, all right.
All right. So Alicia's asking if you could press shot glasses too on the mug press?
No, that's a great question. So the Craft Pro Mug and Tumbler Press is kind of like the little brother. It's not much littler, all right? They're very close in age. Some would say they're comparable. The Craft Pro is the little brother to the Signature Series. Now, our Signature Series mug press has attachments for tumblers. There's 7 attachments in total. Tumblers, short tapered, tall tapered, shot glasses, etc. That's the Signature Series. The Craft Pro is gonna come with 2 attachments, one for mugs and cups like this, the other one for tumblers. Now the Craft Pro, it only fits those 2. Only 2, so it comes with 2, it only fits 2. If you did want like more options, then that's when you go for the Signature Series. A lot of customers are only pressing mugs and tumblers. So if that's you, this is a fantastic deal. If you do want the shot glasses, you could do 2 things. You could get the oven wrap. We do sell a oven wrap, which we're not gonna demo here today, I don't have one. But we have an oven wrap that you could use for your shot glasses, or you can go for the Signature Series mug press and then either add the shot glass attachment separately or get the 7-in-1 and you're gonna get all the attachments with that machine. Great question.
Okay. If it can't go too small, what is the biggest size that tumbler press can print?
Okay, so when it comes to the tumbler attachment, so we kind of judge these based on like diameter. So the mug attachment is gonna fit diameters, I wanna say up to 3.5 or 3.7 inches. It's somewhere around there. You're gonna wanna double check the item specifications. Basically gonna cover your 15-ounce coffee mug, which runs, I think, about a 3.6 inch diameter. So it's gonna cover 3.6, max top to bottom. You're gonna have about 4 inches of coverage right here. That's gonna be your max top to bottom. Now for the tumbler attachment, that's gonna fit diameter, which is the measurement across the mouth. It's gonna fit tumblers around 2.875 all the way up to 3.2 inches in diameter. For us here at Heat Press Nation, that's gonna cover everything from our 12-ounce low ball tumbler all the way to our 30-ounce skinny tumbler, not the mega, but the skinny. The 30-ounce skinny tumbler, it'll fit those two. All of those are gonna fit in the tumbler attachment for the Craft Pro Mug and Tumbler Heat Press. Okay, here, I'm gonna turn this off. Can you fire that one back up? All right, we're getting requests. You guys wanna see the other side of this zip sleeve, so I'm gonna prep it really quick here. Also, I don't mind because it gives everybody a chance to, it gives them a chance to
use the code.
To use the code, that's what I meant. There's something, honestly, I'm gonna go like take a nap after this, you guys. There's something wrong with my little brainsy brain today. All right.
It's okay, I think I'll join you.
Yeah, let's. I'm gonna go to Walmart, buy a hammock, I'll be back. All right, so here, it's this simple, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna go ahead and just tape it on one side, tape it on the other. Now, for the other one, remember I said that we were having issues with it curling, so I think what I'm gonna do is, just to be, I taped it to the table, how funny. Is just to be sure, I'm gonna add a little extra tape up here. I'm gonna add a little extra tape right here because I don't want this to curl. I just want it to sit nice and, you know, the reason why we tape it is just so it doesn't move. So let's see, right here would be a good spot. So I'm kind of over taping it so I don't have the same issue. You guys don't have to go through all of this. This is just kind of me experimenting a little bit here. I'll roll that. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna repeat the exact same step, but now the blank side, which now you can't even see, sorry, there it is. Now the blank side, of course, is going up against the print. So this side we already printed. We're gonna press this side. And our press is only at we have a little ways to go before we're back to temperature. So Chris, you got any other questions for me?
Let's see. Do we sell cell phone blanks, and could any of the presses be used for a cell phone?
Okay, so if you're heat pressing a cell phone insert, which is a flat panel that gets stuck onto the back of the case, then yes, we don't sell those, but you could press it on a heat press. Now, if you're looking for the cell phone cases, now I don't have a plain case, but if you're looking for the cell phone case where the graphic kind of wraps around the edge and wraps around the curve, that's totally different. You're gonna need what we call a 3D vacuum press for that. We don't carry those. They're kind of weird to work with in my experience. So they do exist, just we don't carry them. I don't like them. I think it's more of a personal thing. Like I just don't like those.
Yeah, in your own opinion, right?
Yeah, in my own,
Okay. In regards to that tumbler press,
Ooh.
You know how you can get the accessory of changing the inside,
Yes.
What is that part called?
This is the heating element right
here.
here.
The heating element, yeah. So you can get different sizes of the heating element. Can you get a bigger heating element and press 2 mugs at the same time?
So we tried it. It's not that, okay. So this, I'm gonna lay it all out there, you guys. This tumbler press, first of all, right now we have it loaded for 1 mug. The other one is gonna fit 2 mugs. Not 2 mugs. It's gonna fit a tumbler. It is more narrow. So you cannot, we did try it, trust me. We tested everything on this one. I was able to press 2 11-ounce mugs in the tumbler attachment for this machine. Now before you guys get excited, it was I was having issues with the full bleed mugs. Full bleed on a mug is where the image extends past the surface on the top and bottom. On 11-ounce mugs, I was testing it full bleed top to bottom. I was having issues with the edges. So for the 11 ounce mugs, I did want to keep the images inside, not full bleed. And because of that and a couple other issues we were having with the whole double mug situation, we don't advertise it as a double mug press. And that's just to prevent confusion. We don't want to like mislead anybody, or honestly, it's just a lot to explain. You can't fit it in the, by the way, this one only does this, but it doesn't, you know, so we don't advertise the tumbler attachment as a double mug attachment. Some people have had success pressing two 11 ounce mugs in the tumbler attachment. If that's you, I say more power to you. That's awesome. But because it's like not an easy thing to explain in a very short, in one sentence, we don't advertise it. There's a few things like that on our website actually where they do have an extra purpose, but you kind of got to like modify the machine a little bit. And because it takes a slight modification and there are limitations and it's not easy, we just don't advertise it like that. So maybe one day, if you guys want to buy me lunch, I'll share all the secrets with you. But for now, what else do we got?
Let's see. This press is an automatic open or no?
No, so the Craft Pro is not an automatic open. It is a manual open and close. We do have one automatic open and close machine. That's going to be the Signature Series fully automatic Sublimation mug press. That one is only going to fit 11 ounce mug.
Okay. Let's see. Do all of the blanks that you're using have to be sublimation or sublimated treated? Treated?
That's a good question. So they're already treated. So this one, we don't have to do anything special to it. It's going to come sublimation ready. If you go to the Dollar Tree and you find a similar mug, but it's not coded for the sublimation process, you cannot customize it. On the same note, you have to have a sublimation printer. Even though I have a sublimation mug, I can't go to my regular inkjet printer or my office printer and just print some random piece of paper and expect it to permanently customize this. Sublimation is a specialized system and it's a closed system. So sublimation, you have to have the sublimation printer and paper and ink and blank. Everything has to be made for the process. The only exceptions are, and I hate talking about exceptions because then everybody's like, wait, but Jared said, okay, if you're gonna listen to this part, make sure you listen to the whole part. There are some items out there that are naturally made of poly materials, PVC, polyvinyl chloride, polyvinyl something. Anyways, like these Sequin pillows, like we sell the blanks here. These are tested to be made for sublimation. Not all of the ones you're gonna find are gonna be tested for sublimation. Ours are, but there are, this originally started because there were some Sequin pillows that actually worked. Random, they weren't designed for it, but because the little sequins were made of a plastic that held up really well to the heat of sublimation, we were able to sublimate it. So you might find out there that there are some items, like just white polyester t-shirts. This is made from a special sublimation brand called Sublivi, but if you have a white polyester t-shirt, you could sublimate it. That's just the nature of sublimation and poly materials. I feel like I've gone too far on this subject. Next question.
What? What?
I'm killing time so you guys could use that code. You guys, lucky right now, ALUCKY, you can get 10% off of this mug press. You can also get 10% off of all of our blanks. You can get 10% off of these steins, 10% off of these coasters. What else? 10% off of these Sequin bags.
So this press actually isn't on sale today, right?
That one is not. This one is.
Okay. Let's see.
Right there.
Someone says they'll cook Jamaican dishes for you to share all your secrets.
I don't know. I haven't had Jamaican food.
Neither have I.
It sounds cool.
Sounds really good.
I've been wanting to try jerk chicken for a long time, but I just haven't. Like, look, I'm looking on Yelp, and like the places in my area, they don't have a good Yelp rating. Yeah.
Okay. They're saying, what was the time and temperature that you used to sublimate the polyester shirts?
Oh, great question. So this was done at 385 degrees for 60 seconds, and it came out absolutely fabulous. Look, we're close enough on the heat press now. I don't want to like take up too much of your guys' time. We're close enough on the heat press to where we're gonna try this, and let's switch back. Oh, my butt. Sitting too long. Alrighty. So as you guys know, here on the heat press, we're gonna put a little Actually, I'm just gonna sandwich it. Save time. By the way, we're getting close to our giveaway. And yeah, we're getting close to our giveaway. And if Ronnie could share on screen what the giveaway is, I would be very grateful. All right, so here we go. If you ever want to use one piece of parchment paper, just do that, just fold it over. So here we go. You always want it transfer side up, and make sure that this little hangy circle thing, little tag, whatever you want to call it, the zipper pull, make sure it's sticking out. Sticking out. Like, actually, I'll show it like this so you can see. We're gonna fold it over. How's our pressure? I'm gonna check pressure really quick, just to make sure that's a little firm for me. I'm gonna loosen it up just a bit. Now, remember we turned this heat press off for a second, so it's not up to the temperature that it should be. As a result, I'm gonna compensate by adding a little bit of extra time. Now, this is not a foolproof method. I'm really doing this because 2 reasons. We're short on time, and you guys wanted to see the other side of that cooler. So we're gonna do that. But for the sake of time, I don't have enough time to let this get back up to the full 385 degrees. So I'm gonna add a few extra seconds onto my time, just so we can have at least a decent representation of what it should look like. Ideally, we would have this back for another 385 degrees for another 60 seconds. Okay, so we got time on the clock. Man, super excited to have all you guys here. Thank you so much for joining us. Really quick, we do want to let you guys know about our sale. Now, we're wrapping up after this demo. We're going to show it off, and then we have a giveaway, and then we are out. So if you want to save 10% on the Craft Pro mug and tumbler, or you want to save 10% on any sublimation blank, head on over to heatpressnation.com and use the code LUCKY. Do that ASAP, because we got like 6 minutes left of this episode before this goes away. So today, we're gonna be giving away 4 Sequin backpacks and a 10-pack of the cool zipper cooler sleeves that I'm gonna be pressing right now. We're just gonna have one winner. So whether you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you stay tuned, because as soon as we're done with this demo, we're gonna do our giveaway, and then what are we gonna do? We're gonna go take a nap? Nap time.
Nappy wappy time.
Nappy wappy time. Alrighty, guys, I got like 15 seconds left on my heat press, so let's head back on over here. Now, one thing you've seen me do before is I'm gonna open it slowly. And again, even though I tape the heck out of this transfer, it's just a good practice. You don't wanna let it jolt open and shake things up. So now I get this comment every now and then where it's like, wait, doesn't that negate the purpose of the auto open? It kind of does. I'm gonna be straight up, it kind of does. Auto open is great when I'm doing like my vinyl t-shirts or my super color stuff. For sublimation, because it's very sensitive to like shifts and moves and things like that. For sublimation, you just help it open. So kind of goes back to like, there's not one perfect press for everything. You know, you work it. So I'm just gonna peel that really quick. That's hot. And that's funny. It says, it's really hot, hold on. It says pinches get stitches. God, that's hot. Okay. I'm burning my fingertips just for you guys. I don't even burn my fingertips to flip tortillas anymore. All right. So look, this says, it's hot. I love you. I love all of you who are watching this right now, because I'm burning my fingertips. It says pinches get stitches. This is what I was referring to, by the way, when I said that the side seam, there is gonna be a little bit of white. It's not the end of the world. I know some people they're really particular about that. I think it's okay. It's not bad because it's such a darn cool product. Like, this is super, super cool. I'm gonna go ahead and give this over to Chris. He's gonna burn his fingertips on this now. There you go. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
gloves.
smart. Why do I not do that? What's wrong with me? Someone will throw it. Here, Chris will throw it away. There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
What do we think? Oh, well, good job, Jared.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So, by the way, the winner of our giveaway, you're gonna get 10 of those, and you're gonna get 10 of these. These are the Sublimation drawstring backpacks. So, no, not 10 of those. You're gonna get 4 of these and 10 of the cooler packs. My bad. And here's how you're gonna do it. So in a few seconds, here, 10 of these. In a few seconds on screen, you're going to see a hashtag. You're going to want to comment whatever that hashtag is, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Please make sure you spell it right and make sure you use the actual, the pound sign, whatever you want to call it, the hashtag. Type it in exactly as you see it on screen, and that way our computer can do its little bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop, and it's gonna randomly pick one of the comments. It's gonna pick from both Facebook and YouTube. So one grand prize winner for both today, and the computer's gonna do its bleep, bloop thing. So get ready, because any second now it's gonna come on screen. Egg hunt, hashtag egg hunt. That is hashtag or pound sign EGGHUNT. Egg hunt. Comment egg hunt. I'm gonna give you guys like 1 minute to comment egg hunt. And while we do that, I do want to remind you that we have a podcast. If you're seeing this t-shirt, Customizing Culture, boom, I got the hat to go with it.
Full uniform, Jay.
Full uniform.
I love it.
I work at Customizing. I look like I work at like a burger shop or something like that.
You do.
There we go. Customizing Culture. You guys, this is the brand new podcast from HPN. We already have a couple episodes up right now. So you can go check those out on Spotify. You can check them out on Apple Music. Where else, Chris? Where can they find it?
Google Play.
Google Play.
What else is there? All the platforms. All the streaming platforms.
All the platforms.
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube does.
Yeah,
Yes. If you want to see,
come on now.
If you want to see our handsome faces while you hear our handsome voices, you can check us out on YouTube. Obviously, I'm joking. You can check us out on YouTube. Again, Customizing Culture. It's the new Heat Press Nation podcast. We've already had a couple of really cool guests. Chris has been my guest. We actually just recorded another episode with Chris, so that's going to be really fun. Yeah, you had a good time?
Good talks.
Yeah. Good talks for sure. Chris is, of course, bringing his like fresh take, his insights on trends, fashion, and what's cool and not cool, which has been an education for me, I gotta say. Cause like I'm a hard mid-30s right now, and I want to be cool. I want to stay cool, man.
Well, I'm learning from you all of the.
Oh, see, and I bring the experience, so it's kind of. I feel like a buddy cop comedy. Like you have the old veteran, and then you have like the new young rookie. Like
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool. So if you're into a buddy cop podcast, check out Customizing Culture wherever you find your podcast. But we also have special guests. I had Brittany from Such a Creation, and then we had everybody's favorite Big Brando. And this Friday, I have a special guest who I can't tell you who it is yet.
Who is it? Who is it?
But I can't tell you who it is yet.
I guess let them watch and find out.
They'll have to watch and find out. But yeah, special guest, and that episode will be dropping in the next couple of weeks. Super stoked, very excited. Again, one more time, Customizing Culture. All right, it's been more than a minute. Computer, cut it off. All right, you guys, so our computer is now doing its little bleep. Shut up, Siri. Interrupting, man. Gee.
How rude.
Rude. All right. Dude, I like how Siri was able to totally throw off my train of thought. The computer is doing its bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop thing, and on screen, right? Oh, there it is, there it is. It is Shanika Brown. Shanika Brown, congratulations. You are our winner. Do me a favor, shoot an email over to winner@heatpressnation.com. That's winner, WINNER, @heatpressnation.com. Send us your info because I don't want you to comment your full address here in the public comments, right? So go ahead, send us your info. We're gonna get you your prize as soon as possible. And for those of you guys who don't know, Shaniqua just won 4 of these cool Sequin backpacks and a 10-pack of these really cool Sublimation bottle coolers. Of course, thank you so much, everybody who commented, everybody who joined. This code is going away any second now because you reached the end of our programming. Chris, do you have any parting words for the people or any closing comments or anything you want to share with us?
Wow, really put me on the spot here, Jared.
On the spot, man. It's a test. Today is testing day for Christopher.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say besides we're going to do new items next week, right?
Yeah, new items next week. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So, all right, if you want to join us for more tutorials, more giveaways, more flash discounts, and more fun, make sure you head back here, same time, same place next week. It's going to be Tuesdays, 1 p.m. Pacific time, whatever that is for your other time. Sorry, I don't feel like doing head math right now. From me and Christopher, I want to say thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.